What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of the Rays video. I just finished watching the new stream that they had for Tales of the Rays. It was an hour-and-a-half long stream where they had a little fun, they hung out, and they basically celebrated the 2-year anniversary, as well as gave us some new information on stuff that was coming. So, here I'm going to be going over everything that was shown. So first off, so I can get out of the way, because I have a list on my phone, so I want to show you the in-game stuff first. So, let's go over the game real quick. So, if you scroll all the way down here, this is the Tales of the Rays Party thing. So basically, what they did last year and what they did this year was they have 3 missions on here. As you can see, the Seiyus, aka the Japanese voice actors for Luke, Ludger, and Karya were there, and they basically played these 3 missions, and for each one that the voice actors completed, the players of the game will get rewards, which will by the time you play sometime later today, those rewards should be in the game. So there's 3 missions, so if you want to try them out, obviously you get, some rewards and stuff, you get some diamonds. So it's like 12 diamonds you should be able to get total. Obviously, the more the merrier. So that's really cool. So yeah, go ahead and do that if you haven't already. I'm sure some of you were either watching the stream or you saw it in some capacity. So now, let me just pull up my list. You guys won't see the list, but you will see what I'm going to be kind of scrolling across on the Twitter page, because there was a lot of information. So, first things first, and some people are not a fan of this. Depending on what the price is, I may not be a fan of it, but if it's something cheap, like, $1 or $2, I'm not going to complain. So, the entire first arc of Tales of the Rays is fully voiced, and at a later date will be implemented into the game, and if you want it, you'll actually have to pay for it. I'm not a huge fan of this, but for people who want a fully voiced arc, this is pretty nice. And like I said, if it's like $1 or $2, I'm not going to, make a fit about it. It's not a big deal. But if they make it like, 10, 15 bucks just to have it fully voiced, then yeah, that's going to be bad. They basically had us set our strongest characters during the stream. This obviously doesn't matter now. You don't have to do this. You can have whatever you need for the current event. Because they were using characters for the missions that they went through. And of course, everything I'm talking about, you can watch right down here. See, it's an almost 2-hour stream. You can watch the thing in its entirety, and very, very cool. So, the first thing they revealed to us was Elrain is being added to the game, along with Riala getting an overray. So that just came out of nowhere, just Riala being the one to get an overray. But they will be the next event. I don't have confirmation yet, because they didn't really state it in the stream. But there's basically 2 things that we're kind of thinking, like one for the next story chapter, one for the next event. It makes the most sense that Elrain will be the new character for the event. It'll be like Raven's event when Judith came. Or Judith's event when Raven got an overray. So Elrain and Riala. And also, apparently, Barbatos and Judas will be getting Decisive Mirage Arts. Now, what Decisive Mirage Arts are basically what we have for the 2-year anniversary for Tyr, Colette, and Mint. So, Mirage Arts like that, like very, very powerful ones, very unique ones. So, those will be the 4 characters most likely on that banner. Luckily for me, I can skip it, but this should also be a banner that's part of our 10 multis. I think these next 2 banners, the event and the story chapter, will be the last free multis we get, so I will obviously do my free multi. Maybe I'll get lucky. So, that's for the event. Now, as for the story chapter, we won't be getting a new character, but what we are getting is something called Form Change, and we're going to go over the trailer here real quick. Form Change for Ix and Mileena, and I'll go into more detail as to what their stuff is. I'm going to turn that down. Ooh, no, that's super loud. Okay. So, I'm actually not going to play the whole thing through. You can watch it if you want on their Twitter. They talk about 100 characters. So, let's just skip over here. So, Ix is going to have, I assume it's going to work the same way that Overray works for Ix now, where before you start the mission, you'll just click on the button and then he'll be in this in-game, or it may be a mid-battle transformation. I didn't really see whether it was something that was really explicitly stated, but as you can see, they both have, okay, so right here, as you can see, on Ix's arm, he has a gold, like, gauntlet, which they did say in the stream that his form is based on the summoned spirit of light Aska, and then Melina's, as you can see the shadows right there, is based on the summoned spirit of darkness, Shadow. So that is very cool. So they both basically have their own transformation for battle. They are not the only ones, though. And we'll get into that in a second. So Elran is coming to the game. This is obviously her Mirage artwork. Very, very cool. Not someone I need, though, so this will be a pass for me. And then they show Judas Barbados getting decisive Mirage Arts, and then they show Riala, who is getting an Overray. It'll be very interesting to see what her Overray looks like. Okay, so they didn't show it here, and I'm not going to pull up the stream, but, okay, stop there. So, they also showed in the stream, after they showed this trailer, they showed little, what's the word for it? Like, concept artwork, basically. So, we've all noticed how Sophie kind of has a new outfit in the opening, and there is a reason for that. Same thing with Vague and Stan. So, Vague, Stan, Sophie, and Leon are all getting... I'm not sure about Leon. I think Leon's included in this, but they showed him separately, so I'm kind of confused on it. All four of them should be getting form changes as well. Obviously for Vague, he has like an ice arm. Stan had a glowing arm, is probably fire-based. They didn't really show off Sophie's very well, so I couldn't really tell what she had. And then Leon, I'm not sure either. I didn't really see anything too crazy with that. But that's very cool, very, very cool that they are all going to be getting form changes as well. So this could be something that future characters get as well, which is awesome because it's not stuff that actually happened in their own games, you know. Sophie didn't have a form change in her game, so that's really cool. At least I don't think she did. I haven't beaten Graces yet, but I assume this is new because fans are going crazy over it. Okay, next thing, spirit equipment. So, let me see if I can actually... This is going to be impossible. I was going to see if I could, like, maybe find the point of the stream where they showed it off. Yeah, that's Elran. Okay, this is actually good. Okay. So this showed off the equipment right here. Okay, and then right here, this is where you can kind of see it. So, let's actually maximize this. So yeah, you can see Vague obviously has ice, Stan has fire, but you can't really tell what Sophie's is because her arm is like behind her back. I think they're doing that intentionally. Let's see what else we got. Okay, well that's a better look at it. So yeah, they obviously will be getting new outfits as well. Very, very cool. I really like that. Okay. It looks like his is fire too. It's like a firearm. Okay. Firearm. Haha. Okay, and here's the thing I want to talk about. Okay, so I found it. So, spirit equipment. So, basically, what spirit equipment is going to be is, I don't know how it's going to be obtained yet. I assume it's going to be free to play. Because they said you need to collect pieces of stuff in order to make the spirit equipment. And basically what it does is, I assume it's going to differ for each character, but you'll get this thing called Critical Rage, which, when they demonstrated it in gameplay, Melina had it active, and she was down to 1 HP, but she wasn't taking damage. So I assume it's something like a meter that just lasts for a little bit to kind of help you out a bit. So each character will kind of get their own thing. And here's the little screen they showed. So you see Ix right here. This is the final thing for his why am I being dumb right now? Spirit equipment. So you need all three of these pieces in order to make it. So I'm assuming it's going to be story-based, where you're going to have to play through the chapter on certain missions to get it, and then you'll have it for the character. And it also adds a critical chance, obviously, with the spirit equipment. And here's the actual little gameplay. So I'll show this off real quick. So as you can see, Melina and Ix both have this like glowing aura around them, around their circles. And Melina's stuck at 1 HP, but even though she's being attacked, she's not dying. So Critical Rage is definitely going to revolutionize gameplay here. And we don't know for sure yet, but this new Mirage Art it's obviously either going to be summonable, or, and then obviously Melina has a new cut-in. It's probably going to have to do with the spirit equipment, but it also just may be a new Mirage Art itself. So that's really cool. Spirit equipment, definitely something new to kind of spruce up the game a little bit, because obviously the last new thing they added, you know, to your characters basically was the sub slot for Mirage Arts last year. It's been like a year since we've had anything added to that, so it's cool that they were adding something new. And obviously when they added the tower, they added the ability for your characters to get skills from that. Yeah, and then so yeah, most likely there will be new Mirage Arts for Ix and Melina with this upcoming story banner. So that's what I was going to talk about. So the new event will be Elrain and the Overray for Riala, but the story chapter is most likely going to be Ix and Melina's new Mirage Arts for the banner, and then we won't get a new character this chapter. I don't know if I doubt they're going to be Overrays, because it doesn't really have the animation. If you go back and you look at their Mirage Arts, like, this doesn't really, I guess it could be an no, it doesn't hit hard enough to be considered an Overray. So yeah, they're just gonna be regular Mirage Arts. I don't know if I'm gonna go crazy for them. I mean, they're really good, but I already have dual Mirage Arts for both Ix and Melina, so I don't think I'm gonna go too crazy. I think I'll probably just do my free multi and then one extra multi and see if I can get one of the two. So that'll be interesting. So yeah, we will be getting rewards for the challenge stages that they completed. So there should, okay, there's two things. First thing, there was a Twitter campaign. I don't think I have to show you anything else on the stream. So first off, there was this. So basically we needed everyone to retweet this, and if we got to 5,000 retweets, we got, so basically 20 diamonds for the 2,000 retweets and 50. We killed it. So I wonder if they're going to give us more because of how easily we just killed it. So that's 70 diamonds that we'll be put in our box probably later today. So that's 70 diamonds right there. And then there, obviously, all of the voice actors / seiyus completed the challenge stages that I showed you earlier, so we're going to get more rewards for that. It looks like we may get a Mirage ticket as well based on what they showed before. I don't know for sure. They didn't really go over in detail what all the rewards were, but there will be rewards for that. So we're basically getting 100 diamonds as well as a bunch of other things like Chiral Crystals, Gold, the works, kind of like last year. And then the last thing to really go over here that was shown to us, well, there's also a fan meeting going to be going, but unless you live in Japan, that doesn't really matter to those of us out here in the West. But if you do live in Japan, you watch my videos, there is going to be a fan meeting, so check out their Twitter. The winner of the old man voting thing was saved until the very end, so we know who the winner is. So, Malik, he was the winner from Tales of Graces, so whenever they decide to finally finish implementing his stuff, he will be added to the game. The second place runner-up was Eugene. I was kind of hoping Eugene would win, but that's okay. That means Eugene is obviously heavily wanted, so he will come, I assume, soon after Malik. Or they may even do like a dual thing where they come together. They probably won't, though. And obviously this is the place where they had... It's funny, this is one... I mean, they still had a green screen. Like, you can see the green screen up here. But this is an actual room they had designed, which is really cool. But other than that, that's pretty much all the information, all the important stuff from the stream. Everything else in the stream was just them kind of like hanging out, joking around. They had a little skit they did in the beginning, which was really cool. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for the year 2 anniversary stream. And obviously you can see the 3. So we got Luke and Ash's Seiyu. We got Ludger and Victor's Seiyu. And then obviously we have Karya's Seiyu right here. And there's all 3 of their characters on top of the 2-year anniversary cake. And it was actually really funny. They wrote their names on the wall. I really want this as a poster. If I can ever find this anywhere, I would totally hang this in my room. It's got a lot of my favorite characters on there. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Like I said, definitely go ahead and do those challenge stages. Free diamonds are obviously always a good thing. And then when the rewards come out later today, I'll make a video and just kind of go over everything that was given to us before I accept everything. So, and whenever we get news on the next story chapter, so the current event for Rays, so the Rowan chapter ends on the 21st. The challenge stages go away on the 21st, so you have 4 days to pretty much do it. And then all the other events, kind of the rerun event for Dezel and Rose goes away on the 25th, and then the Tales of Journey of Link thing goes away on the 22nd. So I'll say the new story chapter will probably drop on the 22nd. And then I think probably around maybe like the 26th or the 27th will be when Riala and Elrain's event starts. And then obviously we'll have a new tower and that kind of stuff. So I'll make videos on all of that. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. Let me know what you think about all the stuff that's coming to the game. Spirit equipment. It's going to be a very exciting thing. I'm very excited. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.